So if you're out there today and you're thinking, you know what, I don't want to spend 50 or $100,000 or $250,000 on a franchise. I want to start out with something maybe $500 and see how it goes. I'll tell you what, have you ever had the experience there of buying a $500 car? Maybe when you were younger, you had a $500 car. And maybe it had some things wrong with it, and maybe it might have even been dangerous. And it's one of those situations where, you can't expect much for $500, especially when it's a car. But some people might say, okay, well, it's still a car, it's better than walking. So they say, oh, I'm going to get in and try it out, and pay the $500. I'll tell you what, maybe that $500 car doesn't last very long. Maybe it lasts a long time. Back in the day, more than 20 years ago, I had a car that was, I think, $80. Somebody offered to give it to me for free, and I think I gave him $80 for it. I drove it for a long time, and it was pretty reliable. But the problem I faced is that people really knew me for it, and it seemed like I had less opportunities because I had it. And sometimes that's how it is when you pay, a little bit of money and you get into something, maybe stuffing envelopes or something, and you think you're doing a good thing, and maybe it turns out that it's not so good. Maybe it's like a $500 car, and it'd be kind of bad to have to do that for long, especially if you have some good potential. You got some really great skills and abilities, and you have a good track record of success, and maybe you got a lot of great education and multiple degrees, and maybe you're highly qualified. I mean, and that's where it's kind of sad if you're driving around, in a $500 car, and that somebody offered to give you, and you paid $500 for it, and you find it is maybe something people really remember you for, and maybe you don't have all that great opportunities compared to if you got something a little bit nicer. People like, oh, that's, I'm not so sure about that car, and it's sad it's like that. But that's where having a good brand and a strong franchise, buying one of those can help out so much. If you got good skills and abilities, you need something nice.